Hello, welcome to Community Distance Reiki. I'm Danielle Stimpson of Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and of course, the cat waits until just that moment to jump up. And we've got a little Hattie. Oh, hello! I hope you're having a good day. I hope all of you that are in the Midwestern U.S. are doing all right after the storms. By the way, we are getting some storms here in Philadelphia over the next couple hours. They're not really sure when, but if I suddenly disappear on you, it's probably because either power went out or cable went out. So just a heads up. But if you are new here, go ahead and click that live chat button. Feel free to introduce yourself, set any requests for your personal healing and well-being. We're going to get things started off by building a beautiful crystal grid to exactly all of your requests. And then after that, we're going to roll into a beautiful Reiki session. If you would like to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you would like to schedule a one-on-one distance healing or tarot reading, or if you would like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's linked in the description, as are all my social media and my email newsletter. So let's go ahead and say hi to everybody, start building that grid. It's Wednesday, the 28th of February 2024, and just a reminder today that I do have a hard stop. We have to end by no later than 5:45, so we should be finishing the grid by about 5 after 5. So let's go ahead and start building that grid. I will get all the requests that I possibly can. And yeah, so glad to see you all here. Awesome. So as usual, starting out with our mirror here to help reflect really deflect any negative energy that we just don't need here. And the copper helps to break up any energy blockages, get the optimal flow of energy going. And let's go ahead and say hi to everyone. Oh yeah, Renee, you got those rains coming through Tennessee this morning. Yeah, I heard it was wild over there. And we're expecting the same thing. It's like almost 70 here, and it's supposed to drop to like 30 tonight. It's wild. Jennifer, Becca, Still Not Still, Creative Diva, Lila Ray, Flower, Chris, Tabs. Oh, it's so good to see everyone. So let's go ahead over, and I'm gonna start just building the grid. Let's go with some of Tab's requests. I hope you're doing well too. And focus, patience, information retention, intuition, divination, entrepreneurship, and general well-being. Gotcha. So let's do focus, patience, retention, entrepreneurship, and the intuition. Cool. So that's all there. So let's go ahead and start things off with a little pyrite. Pyrite helps with attracting material abundance and also opening up intuition while providing protection. It's really helpful for things like studying because it helps information retention, it helps the memory. It's lovely for helping your body to make the most of a Reiki session, and it's thought really helpful for the lungs as well as the fevers. So there we go. That is pyrite, aka Fool's Gold. Next is Tiger Eye. I really think of this probably as one of the first stones I think of for entrepreneurial things, for starting up a business, growing a business, or just being self-employed. It helps with seeing the big picture. It helps with thinking about things from every direction at one time, which is very much an entrepreneur's mindset. It helps too with bolstering courage. It gives a lot of balance and strength. It provides a lot of protection spiritually and energetically, and also in the mundane, especially against anyone that would be jealous or envious of you. Wonderful too for just general research and study because it really gives you incredible perception and clarity while also being able to like process all of that information fairly quickly and easily. So that is Tiger Eye. We'll also bring in Dumortierite. This really helps with patience It's wonderful too with releasing anger, resentment, and frustration. And it's lovely for helping improve any situation that seems beyond hope. Wonderful too for helping us be tidy and helping to heal ligaments and tendons. I'm working on that right now myself. And it helps too with standing up for yourself when needed. So that is dumortierite. There we go. And rutilated quartz. This is, well, rutil's going through clear quartz. Anytime anything's going through quartz, it really refines and focuses the energy. In this case, this is thought to really bring mental focus and clarity, while also helping direct healing energy wherever it's most needed in the body. Lovely too for boosting energy, especially after having been ill or just really run down and tired. So that's rutilated quartz. So awesome. So all the best to you, Tabs. Oh, awesome. Gratitudes too. Enjoy this when you're listening to it on your shift. Chris, it's wonderful to see you. Gotcha. I hope Ava's doing well. Shell Bell, good to see you. Hope everyone is doing well. Okay, let's see. So for Chris, let's bring in a few of your requests. Let's bring in rose quartz, moonstone, emerald, and leopard skin to start. So rose quartz, we all kind of know rose quartz. This helps the heart chakra and our emotional center. This can really help when we feel emotionally depleted. This can really help fulfill the heart. But also if you're moving towards any kind of improved relationship patterns, or if you're struggling with a sense of lovability or deservingness, rose quartz can really help you to see yourself in a different way, help you connect with self-compassion. So we'll go ahead and bring in rose quartz. Awesome. There we go. Moonstone helps to keep us connected with the natural cycles and patterns and rhythms of Earth. It can also be really helpful with connection to intuition, as well as, so this will definitely help with with Tabby's request, as will Super 7. So as I was saying, moonstone, lovely for connection with the lunar cycles. If you work with full moons and new moons, this can be a really helpful stone. Also helpful for not only intuition, but protection of travelers, connection to ancient types of wisdom, ancient healing practices, and lovely for connection with the divine feminine and for relationships. This is a stone that's thought to help attract your soulmate relationship. So that is moonstone. Moonstone can look a lot of different ways. And this is sort of like a gray moonstone. There we go. Next is, as I mentioned, Super 7, really helpful for connection with intuition, however you connect with your intuition, whether it's mediumship, channeling, scrying, card reading, casting runes, astrology, any of it. Super 7 like supercharges your intuitive abilities and also helps you to work towards your larger goals, plans, and dreams. It's wonderful for strengthening your energy field and for inner peace and harmony, as well as balance. Lovely too for healing past lives and karmic factors, and for connection with the earth and healing of nature and the environment. So that is Super 7. Emerald is helpful for the cardiopulmonary system and the whole upper respiratory tract. So if you've been struggling with a cold or anything like that, or allergies, this is superb. Also helpful for reinvigorating our passions in life, lovely for healing skin and tissue, and it also helps to boost our helps to boost our confidence about our appearance, especially in regards to things about our appearance that we might be particularly sensitive about. So that's emerald. There we go. I don't know. Is it just me, or does it seem like the color seems kind of off today, doesn't it? I'll play with it a little bit later. Next is leopard skin jasper. This helps with supporting the well-being and healing of our animal companions, as well as attracting a soulmate type relationship. This is also lovely for anything that impacts the skin, and it can be really helpful for things that we would normally equate with like the inner ears, like coordination and balance. So that's leopard skin jasper. There we go. And it makes more sense to straighten things out early than wait, because if we start the grid uneven, it will not flow well. So there we go. And let's see, we'll grab one more that you requested. Let's go ahead for black obsidian. This is an incredible healer for things like grief, but also trauma, and whether it's like new trauma or reactivated older trauma, either way, this can be incredibly helpful. It's lovely too for accessing blocked grief, for having lots of psychic and physical protection, wonderful for nervous pets, and for protection against like defamatory words. So things that would be motivated by gossip and spite. So that is black obsidian, which is a type of volcanic glass. There we go. There we go. Okay. And I will keep coming back for more of your requests. Thank you for being here, Chris. It's good to see you. Let's go ahead and see. Hey, Allie. Good to see you. Awesome. Let's see, for Renee, something to keep your good mood going. You just feel like you don't feel like complaining, and you love that and want to keep it going. I love that too. Let's see what we can do to help support that. Keep the good mood going. Let's go with some lepidolite. This is like a kind of a little bit of a cosmic mood booster, and on the physiological level it actually helps in much a similar way too. So lepidolite's great for soothing, calming, understanding emotions, as well as to highlight any patterns that we might want to let go of. Great for discernment, wonderful mood booster, as I mentioned, and very helpful for any kind of mental health concerns, be they small, be they large, be they behavioral, be they, chemical, whatever the case might be. This is just thought very helpful. Lovely too for obsessive thought, codependency, addiction, as well as for general healing and health of the joints, as well as weight loss. So that's lepidolite. Lepidolite is actually lithium mica. And I know right now it's like, because, bad advice happens in trends, right? And there's been some advice online, especially on YouTube, to, put some lepidolite in your water and drink it. It'll boost your mood. This is the same lithium that we see as a mental health prescription. It has been used as a prescription for since the 1940s. It has paradoxical effects on different people, and it's not meant to be used a little bit here, a little bit there. I don't recommend doing direct water infusions with any crystals, especially this one. It can do different things in different folks. But as a stone to carry around, really beneficial and can help support everything else that you're doing in life. Nothing that I do here is a replacement for any kind of traditional care or modern care. It's really more of a complement to everything that you're doing. So absolutely, I'm not the healing arts person that's going to tell you to put down your meds or that you manifested something bad. No, it's not how that works. But this is all really helpful for everything else that you're doing in your life. So honored to be able to be of service to all of you and to help brighten your day. And thank you to so many of you here who brighten each other's days in the chat. I super appreciate it. And let's see what else we have going on here. But yeah, lepidolite would help, and yeah, I'm glad for you, Renee. Let me know if there's anything else I can do. And Jennifer, you just realized that, oh, you thought last night's stream was the Sunday stream. It gets this part of the year where it's like gray for a month. It gets kind of hard to tell apart. Hanging in there mental health wise. Absolutely. Definitely the one that I just put in, lepidolite. And also amber. This is thought to be helpful for depression, seasonal affective disorder. Also helps with creativity as well as attracting lasting love. It's wonderful for releasing negativity and also for breaking down emotional blocks. Helps to bring in lots of luck and protection, and it's thought really supportive for, much like lepidolite, really any kind of mental health, anything, whether it's simply the way the day is going or something more that is like long-term emotional mental well-being. Just one of those things that can help. So that is amber. This has been used for centuries for tooth pain and teething babies as well. So that's amber. And let's see. Let's also bring in some bloodstone. Bloodstone goes by the name heliotrope in some parts of the world. And it helps with emotional support, especially over a long period of time. Like if it's something you're going through that's going to be lingering, like not a one and done kind of emotional blow. This is lovely for the emotional stamina, for lack of a better way of explaining it. Emotional stamina sounds good. It gets it across, right? I often think of this as one of the emotional stuff hits the fan stones. It can also be really helpful with just overall lifting despair. Helps to relieve a lot of self-doubt, and it can also help to calm a racing mind, especially during meditation, but also just during the day. So that is bloodstone or heliotrope. So I hope that helps and brings you some support. Still not still. It's wonderful to see you here. Always good to see you. And let me know if there's anything else I can do. Jen Vatsa, intentions, mood elevation, decision making, fast cash, and figuring out what is holding you back. I love that. Oh, Jen, you had a crazy thunderstorm with hail at 2 a.m. We might have had something. We had like a rainstorm, but it wasn't hail. It wasn't wild. Wasn't like what you had. And that's so wild because we're not even that far apart from each other. But yet our weather can be so different. And let me just load up my secondary screen. Just a heads up that on my end, YouTube is already being a little bit bonkers. You're so welcome, still not still. Jennifer, you got a really pretty piece of black amber over the weekend. Ooh, pretty. Awesome. Okay, good stuff. Allie, not all advice is good advice has been a theme lately. Yeah, there's been a lot of that. It was pouring last night. I was up for a little while because it was so warm last night. I've had the window open. I just closed it now, actually, because it's going to get colder as I'm teaching tonight. But yeah, I was like, it's so nice out. I can't wait to have fresh air. So I had to open the window. But yeah, it was raining pretty hard last night. Not as hard as it's supposed to rain later tonight, though. So let's see. Okay, let's see. So mood elevation, we got that's definitely on the docket for today. That is a theme. Let's see, making decisions. Fast cash. Okay, good stuff. So first things first, we're going to bring in some ruby. Ruby helps with giving us lots of help when it comes to releasing fear, and definitely helpful for making decisions. It gives a lot of leadership type mindset and support. Helpful too for courage to be yourself, and for fibromyalgia, it's also helpful for attracting love, for fertility, and like I said, releasing fear, like generally, which could be part of what's holding someone back. Lovely too if you have any intentions around stopping nightmares, and it helps with financial stability. So that is ruby. And another one that can help with making decisions is Mookite. And Mookite also goes by Australia Jasper. So Mookite helps definitely with making decisions, but also accepting change. It's lovely for the digestive tract, for the immune system. It helps too with connection to the earth, but it also gives us a lot of adventure-y type of vibes. It makes us motivated, makes us want to go out and get things done and get into the future. Helps too with connection to nature and the earth, broadly speaking. Lovely too for thyroid, bloating, circulation. So that is Australia Jasper or Mookite. But yeah, I love this one for making decisions. And for fast money, we have Red Tiger Eye. This is also really helpful for protection from the bullies in your life, whether they're showing up in your day-to-day life or if they're doing like malevolent magical workings. Either way, this is really protective, but definitely very helpful for manifesting financial abundance in a hurry. So that is Red Tiger Eye. There we go. And so I hope that that helps. Ooh. There we go. And one more for figuring out what's holding you back. I feel like Indigo Gabbro is a good one for that. This is a really great stone for kind of seeing how we're tripping ourselves up, like our detrimental tendencies. So Indigo Gabbro also goes by the name Mystic Merlinite. It gives us a really great opportunity to look deep within and seeing what's going on, and give us an opportunity to change things, or even just change our approach or our mindset that might shift everything about what feels stuck. Helps too with menopause, period pain, really anything for women's health. Lovely for integrating any kind of spiritual connection, and it helps too with intuition, dream recall, and meditation. So that is Indigo Gabbro or Mystic Merlinite. So I hope that that helps, and good to see you for sure. Becca Henry, self-love, confidence, marriage strengthening, job and wealth help. You got it. Let's see. Some Amazonite, Unikite. So let's start with some sunstone. This can be helpful for connecting you to job opportunities, career opportunities. And also, if you're self-employed or own a business, this can really help bring attention to any marketing efforts you might be engaging in. It's lovely too for just giving us lots and lots of confidence. It helps us to expand our vision of what we're capable of like where we should set our goals, making sure we don't play small. Helps too with just sort of luck, recognition, being noticed for who you are and what you contribute. Wonderful too for phobias, as well as helping with if anyone is trying to exploit you in regards to money. This can be helpful to kind of bring that to light. But yeah, lots of confidence, lots of like a big push in the career department for sure, especially for things like if you're going on interviews, if you're putting your resume out there, that's a stone that can help it be recognized, noticed, and acted on. So that's sunstone. For marriage, a stone that's long been considered a token of good marriage, good relationships, is unakite. Unakite is also helpful for things like labor and delivery, any type of hormone fluctuation in a woman's life. It's meant to be like a woman's stone from like marriage on up. It's also helpful for addictions, particularly smoking. So if anyone's quitting smoking, this can help. And it's lovely for heart circulation and for general metabolism. So that is unakite. There we go. And Amazonite. Amazonite's lovely for self-care and self-respect. Helps too with luck and winnings, as well as the spine and spinal nerve. So if anyone's having any nerve issues in their lower extremities, if anyone is dealing with back pain, anything in between, these can be really helpful. But yeah, when it comes to self-care, Amazonite reminds even the most selfless of people that they need and deserve the same caliber of care that they would show someone else. So that's Amazonite. So awesome. So I hope that that helps, Becca. All the best to you. Good to see you. Hey, Grace. I hope you're doing well. Okay, let's see. Next is Creative Diva. Intentions, self-compassion, protection, clarity and finding solutions, and finding joy and feeling at peace. So let's go ahead and dive into that. So self-compassion. Finding solutions. And let's do one more. There we go. For protection, the one that came in really strong for me, the first one that popped into mind was actually smoky quartz. This helps to transmute negative energy, and it's been seen as protective over property for at least since the Middle Ages. It's thought to keep thieves at bay, but it's lovely for calming worry, for moving energy blocks, and just in general keeping your energy field clear. It's also helpful for hope during uncertainty, for dealing with chronic pain, and for flexibility of the body as well as the mind. So that is smoky quartz. for, let's see, self-compassion, I'm bringing in Dragon's Blood or Dragonstone. Let me just adjust the lights. That's the difference. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right, so like I said, Dragon's Blood or Dragonstone, this is actually Epidote and Pymonite together. This can be really helpful for having patience with yourself, for learning from your mistakes, and for the strength and courage to notice what needs to be changed and actually doing the work to change it. It can be really helpful for the immune system, the nervous system, and helps with grief and loss, as well as keeping you from getting stuck in a place of self-pity. It's wonderful too for optimism, happiness, and general wisdom. So that is Dragon's Blood. For finding solutions, let's bring in some garnet. This can really help with figuring out the best way to handle any number of things. And it's wonderful for organizing, for creativity, for courage, for just being practical with your resources, which very much include your time. Wonderful too for strength and balance, even when you're in a time of great change. So that is garnet. Okay. For joy and peace, I have here Snowflake Obsidian. This can be a really helpful stone for releasing things like guilt and any habits that are holding you back, as well as helping you to deal with loneliness, and helps too with serenity and inner peace. It's lovely for cultivating a space for hope even after any kind of significant loss. And it's lovely too for calming overstimulation and balancing body, mind, and spirit. So that is Snowflake Obsidian. And I also wanted to bring in one of the new to us stones, and that is Banded Agate. So this is really helpful with a number of things, including perception, like logic, like how we see things, which will also help how we solve different things, but a lot of clarity, inspiration from guides and spirit, and helping to merge that with our logic as well. Wonderful for clear state. It's like a clear and stabilizing energy for the mind as much as the body, and for your energy field. Helpful too for financial stability, especially after any kind of setback, and lovely for new beginnings, new perspectives, endurance to kind of get you through to that point, and anything having to do with things like hospice, themes around death and dying. This can be a helpful stone, but in general, I would say it's a transitions stone as well, like more like death and dying, but also more like the death card in the tarot, which more has to do with things meaning their natural end, and then being born anew on the other side of that. So that is Banded Agate. And so thank you so much for being here, Creative Diva. It's great to see you. And for Becca Henry, also being less negative. You got it. Ruby helps greatly with releasing negativity, and so does zoisite. This can also help with things like fertility, as well as any kind of seasonal affective type of thing. It helps to not only release negativity, but let go of apathy and sluggishness if you've just kind of gotten in a rut. It's lovely for helping you move through all of the long list of things to do without getting stuck in procrastination. So it helps you to focus and see and start to conquer things around all of the different tasks you have. Rather than seeing them as just another obstacle, this will help you see it as something that can be completed and help set you on your course. So that's zoisite. And let's see, Allie, creative blocks, coming up with ideas and concepts. You got it. Oh, I'm so grateful for you too. So let's do azurite ideas too. Definitely the black and white striped agate I think is going to be helpful for you too. That helps with inspiration from guides and spirits so that you can bring that through too. So that'll support it. I'm also going to bring in azurite. This helps with connection to creativity as well as connection to spirit and guides and gleaning wisdom from our guides. Helpful too for dissolving blockages and for calming the mind, especially during spiritual work, but not exclusively. And it's lovely for spinal alignment, muscle spasms, and uncontrolled muscle movements. But yeah, lots of insight, lots of intuition, lots of creativity in azurite. And also I think this could be a good fit. This is tiger iron, which we just recently started working with. So this is generally like tiger eye, but it also has hematite in it. You may see it like reflecting. It almost looks like the graphite in a pencil. Sometimes it can also have red jasper in it. So tiger iron helps with strengthening. It's thought to help strengthen and purify the blood on an energetic level, much like because of the hematite content, but it also helps to relieve fatigue and boost energy. It helps with energy balance, emotional balance, and clarity of thought. It's lovely for boundaries, energy boundaries, and not taking on responsibility for others where it's not warranted. It helps with nervous kids, nervous animals, survival instincts, and balancing and harmonizing the root with the solar plexus. The root is our center of basic needs, primal urges, fight or flight, grounding, that kind of stuff. And the solar plexus is the center of self, personal identity, and free will. So this helps to balance both of those places. But yeah, so also creativity, absolutely. So that is tiger iron. So I hope that helps, Allie. Oh, thanks, Creative Diva. It's great to see you too. Goddess of Four, good to see you. Oh, I'm sorry for your loss, Ninja. Oh, we have lots of mental clarity stuff in here, but let's also bring in, for grief, let's bring in Jet. Let's also bring in I think these are a good fit. Let's bring in Jet. Jet helps with grief, loss, and it can be very, in addition to helping with really deep grief, this can also help with like sudden grief, like shocking, tragic kinds of grief. This is actually wood that's been fossilized through incredibly high heat, like volcanoes usually. So it was a living tree, and through this flash happenstance, it gets transformed and radically so it turns into a stone of itself from this process. So it sees that whole transition, that life and death process in a different perspective. It's also helpful for anyone that works around hospice, whether for humans or for animals, and also very, very protective, like evil eye, paranormal, that kind of thing. So that is Jet. And my other favorite stone for grief, let's black onyx. So in addition to help for grief, this provides a lot of energetic and spiritual protection, as well as connection to the ancestors. It helps us to release anxiety and fear, and also to ground self-doubt a little bit and help you to feel much more self-esteem kind of coming your way, helping you feel a little bit more stable and solid. But yeah, so we will bring that in. I feel like there's one more I want to bring in. We have let's see, we have that. Let's bring in, we have bloodstone in there. Let's bring in green onyx. So green onyx is helpful for grief and sadness. It's very, very soothing to the heart center, the emotional center. It's good for making decisions that are in alignment with your highest good and moving forward, even if you're still in the emotional pain. But this is really supportive even for emotional shutdown and just like overwhelming types of emotional pain and grief. So that is green onyx. So I'm so sorry for your loss, Ninja4858. I'm glad you're here, and I hope this provides even a little bit of solace. Okay. Grace, you need some support for a bad cough and sinus. Gotcha. We've got emerald, which is really helpful for that. We've also got carnelian and green kyanite. Carnelian is really helpful for colds and allergies, as well as healing wounds. And it's also a stone of relationships. It's very connected with the sacral chakra, how we have our close, personal, intimate relationships, and just how we relate with society around us in general too. Lovely for creativity, and also really helpful for anything around sexual health and sexual function. So let's bring this in. This is a lovely stone too for calling on a soulmate type relationship, and that is carnelian. And green kyanite is one that we used a lot during the spikes of the Omicron variant of COVID. And lots of folks said that this was really helpful with all the upper respiratory stuff that came along with that one. Just pardon me here as I grab these out. So this is helpful for the throat and the whole upper respiratory system, the chest, the lungs, asthma, anything that can be impacting the lungs, the sinuses, the whole cardiopulmonary system, as I said. Wonderful too for balancing and blending our spiritual side with our everyday life. Helpful for gaining wisdom through intuition, and also connecting to nature. Things like the plants of nature, the spirit of nature. So that is green kyanite. So I hope that helps, and I hope you feel better. Oh, actually, I'll also bring in moss agate for you, which can kind of help boost the body's ability to fight off any number of things. So whether it's infections, viruses, what have you, moss agate is revered in Chinese medicine for helping the body to get control of anything that's moving through it really quickly that isn't supposed to be there in the first place. So this is wonderful for all of the things that I mentioned, but also helping to connect with nature, helping to release fears of the unknown. If you're doing any kind of mental health work or psychological parts work, as it's often called, like inner child work or higher self work, moss agate's really helpful for that. And it's lovely too for just connection to spirit and unconditional love. So it's very much a powerful mind, body, spirit healer. So I hope that that helps, and I hope you feel better soon, Grace. Gotcha. Goddess of 4, puppy's eye, weight loss, fast money for vet bills, and long-term prosperity. Gotcha. So we've got the fast money in red tiger eye. Well, let's bring in citrine. We've got leopard skin jaspers in there for our animal companions. Let's also bring in desert rose selenite. Let's bring in aventurine for help with eyes. Awesome, good stuff. So aventurine, in addition to helping eye problems, fertility, and heart rhythms and allergies. Whoops. There we go. Green aventurine can really help us expand our vision of what we're capable of. So if you feel like it's hard for you to have the confidence to try something new or to learn something new or to challenge yourself, and it puts you into an uncomfortable place, green aventurine can be really supportive. So if you're thinking, oh, I can't do that, this is something I could never learn, I could never do, hang out with green aventurine. It might give you the sort of warm, supportive energy you need to give it a go. For support for your puppy, desert rose selenite is helpful for the wellness and well-being of animals, and it's excellent for men's health as well. Helpful too for finding a place to live and all of the paperwork around real estate transactions. Lovely too for redefining ourselves and for big life changes that take consistent effort to reach them. Helpful for relieving upset stomach, for issues involving the skin, and for fighting off viruses. So this will also help Grace. So that is desert rose selenite. There we go. And citrine is helpful for manifesting financial abundance. It's also wonderful for making good financial decisions, for using logic and intellect together, kind of balancing them, which is so helpful for making big decisions. I can't even undersell that. It's super helpful. Lovely too for nausea, fibromyalgia pain, addictions and compulsions, as well as in general, just calling on the abundance, not just financial abundance, but also the items and things that we need to survive and thrive. So that is citrine. There we go. Awesome. So I hope that helps. Lots of love to you, Goddess of 4. And decluttering and feng shui. So decluttering and organizing and stuff like that. We have garnet and dumortierite are both in there, and they're really helpful for that. Let's also bring in lapis. This can help with stemming the tide of disorganization. So lapis is also helpful for new career opportunities and upward movement in your career field. It's lovely for open, honest communication and for even dealing with pain and inflammation. Helps with taking personal responsibility, owning up to our commitments, and also anything that impacts our balance or hearing loss of any kind. It's thought really helpful for the inner ear in general. So that is lapis. So I hope that helps. Key/Patty, red tiger eye, tiger iron. We got those both. We got desert rose selenite. Let's bring in kunzite and sugilite. So sugilite and kunzite. Sugilite is exceptional for connection with the interconnectedness of everyone and everything. This is a stone of unity, consciousness, or enlightenment. The awareness that we are more than our physical incarnation. We are more than this life. We're more than this body. but even more than that, that we are interconnected with everyone else who is also more than all of those things. This is a stone that helps us to see what we put out into the universe, we also put out into ourselves. And this is definitely a stone that can, help with themes around world peace. So that is sugilite. Pink kunzite is a stone of compassion. So this is compassion to yourself as well as others, and it's lovely too for attracting commitment-based love. It also helps to heal a broken heart and open your heart to love again when you're ready. Helpful too for hormones and puberty, as well as chemical reactions. If you're sensitive to certain chemicals, maybe having skin reactions or just sort of itchiness around it. Lovely too for neuralgia, for waking up post-anesthesia, and for sleepless babies as well as new moms. So that is pink kunzite. This is often recommended too for for toxic workplaces, especially things like toxic bosses. So that is pink kunzite. And yeah, we got red tiger eye, tiger iron, and desert rose selenite. Gotcha. Awesome. Okay, let's see. Oh, hey, Nico. Rune, welcome in, or welcome back. Lisa, it's good to see you. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and helping the body to come into that natural balance, regardless of what needs to shift out or in. Lovely too for calming the nervous system, our physical nerves as well as our emotional nerves. Lovely for inner peace, and a stone to help illuminate and notice what habits, patterns, things like that we have that are holding us back. So that is tree agate. So that'll also help Jennifer Vatsa. Fuchsite. Oops, sorry about that. Fuchsite also helps with allowing yourself to have fun. This is a stone that allows you to better embody self-care and feel good about it. It also helps for connection to and healing for your inner child. It encourages just the most elemental kind of regenerative play. Lovely too for spinal alignment and even sleep disturbances. So let's go ahead and bring some fuchsite around. Okay. Jade helps with peace of body, mind, and spirit. And it's just general good fortune. It can even be a stone of changing fortune for the better. Helpful too for making dreams come true and working towards your larger goals and getting to those points of achievement. It's lovely for resourcefulness, confidence, and grounding stress, and helpful for prioritizing yourself, especially if that leads you to like a larger sense of empowerment. This can be really helpful for that. So that is jade. Go. And this is a double quartz, a double terminated quartz, so a twin quartz, but it also is an anhydro, meaning it has water trapped within it, which is very hard to see in this camera, but let's see. There we go. If you see that little circle right there, that's a circle around the little bubble of water. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and once again look this one up. So for the Complete Crystal Handbook by Cassandra Eason, she is who we are going to be consulting with today. So in hydroquartz, definitely helps with fluid imbalances, hormones, chronic fatigue, stomach acidity, and removing foreign objects from the body. Helps to wash away old destructive emotional patterns that can cause us to repeat mistakes again and again. Helps to bring resolution to matters that have caused worry for too long. Helpful if you have a difficult person in your life with whom you must maintain an amicable connection. And teaching children family about family roots. So, and hydro. So I hope that that helps. And again, that was the Crystal Handbook by Cassandra Eason. Let's see. Rutilated is there. Honey calcite for Lee Nico, and something to combat procrastination. The great procrastination squasher is zoisite, which is already in there. But I'll absolutely bring in some honey calcite. So this helps with bringing in lots of optimism even when things are really difficult. Helps too with supporting postmenopausal women, which, believe it or not, I am one. And it's lovely for attracting good people into your life that really balance and match well with you and where you're at right here and now. So whether that's neighbors, colleagues, friends, or romantic interests, the best possible people into your life right here and now. So that is honey calcite. Just knocking over that Super 7 over and over again. So I hope that that helps, Lee Nico. Good to see you. Gotcha. Something to release and prevent backstabbing and betrayal. Gotcha. Gotcha. Let's see. I would say a lot of the protection stuff that we have, black onyx can be really helpful for that, as well as sunstone to some extent too. And bullying. If the betrayal is more like an overall kind of bullying type of thing, red tiger eye can be helpful. Let's also bring in, let's bring in these. So first I want to bring in is celestite. This really helps with clarity around like discernment, which can very much also include like, is this person good or not? But it's great for a connection to your angels, your guides, and also helps with certain types of pain as well. It can help us because it helps us to focus on our upper chakras. But this is one that I feel like can help you to suss that out and kind of see it coming a little bit more, so that you can make good, healthy choices for yourself on like who to trust and things like that. So I hope that that helps. And aquamarine is also really helpful for keeping really like a low vibe, petty, nasty, spiteful kind of stuff at bay. The anti-Karen stone, if you will. It helps too with forgiveness, whether that's the forgiveness of I'll give you another chance, or I forgive you to set myself free and I'll never speak to you again. Whichever it is or however it falls, this can help support that too. Wonderful for circulation, body fluids, and for healthy teeth and gums, and just general may there be justice kind of vibes. So that's aquamarine. And blue kyanite can also help with self-acceptance, better understanding our intuitive messages. It helps with certain types of neurological care, and it's really helpful for harmonizing spite, pettiness, like the types of behavior you're talking about, like betrayal and nastiness, putting others down. This can help, and black obsidian is in there. That can help with like gossip, slander kind of things too. So I hope that brings some relief and some help to you. So it is Wednesday. So I do have a Reiki class that I'm teaching starting in just under an hour. So I want to make sure we have time for everyone's everything. So let me just take a quick peek. Oh, you're welcome, Allie. You need a desk of zoisite? Yes, I agree. I think we all do. Okay, so Vic, emotional stability. Definitely emotional stability we have with lepidolite as well as amber. Female stuff is unakite. Motivation and energy, bumblebee jasper helps with mental focus as well as a boost in physical energy. Helps with decision making, which is definitely a request we had today. And it also helps with empowering manifestation, general motivation, positivity, confidence, and kind of like a let's get it done attitude. This does have a lot of arsenic in it as well as sulfur, so do be careful with it. And that is bumblebee jasper. And so I feel like that'll help. Lisa, good to see you. We've got moss agate in there for your mom's infection. We've got aventurine in there for sight, pyrite for lungs, hearts and joints. We have lepidolite for joints. Hearts, we have aventurine and unakite. So that's rhythms as well as circulation. But I definitely want to help you with your mom's GI side effect. So let's bring in Dalmatian jasper. This can be really helpful for any kind of digestive issue, and that very much includes things like things you're eating or taking or medications that might be disrupting that. This has black tourmaline running through it, which helps it to break up really stuck energy and to keep negative energy at bay, which really deep cleans our energy field too. It's lovely for everything from IBS to food poisoning, and it's helpful too for physical protection, helping to lend some composure if that's what you're looking for, and also great for letting go of the past. Helps too with things like, it's a good way to put it, letting go of like cynicism and jadedness. It can be really helpful with that too. It helps to let go of the emotional imprints of pain of the past so you can start to move forward a little better. So that is Dalmatian jasper, and I hope that helps your mom's stomach and digestion. Luck with several jobs. We have lapis and sunstone. Balanced lifestyle, blue kyanite, and energy. We have rutilated quartz and bumblebee jasper. Let's see if there's anything else I can do though. We'll do one last stone. Let's also do blue apatite. So this can help with, as far as a balanced lifestyle, this can help with a healthy relationship around food, whatever that looks like to you at this point in your life. For some folks, this is going to be weight loss, and for others, it's just eating healthier for where we're at. This is also helpful for illuminating our soul's purpose, as well as embracing it and having the courage to act upon it. It's helpful for holding a space of harmony and peace, and for strengthening our energy field, which is really lovely for anyone who's empathic and picks up on the energy of others. So I feel like this will help too. So blue apatite, and Lisa, it's wonderful to see you. So let's go ahead. So I think we're going to move into the Reiki side of things just in time. I'm going to go ahead and explain what Reiki is, a little of how it works, and then we're going to get into the healing. And to help me provide a nice, wonderful, warm space for all of you, you can super help by lifting the energy. And the best way to lift your energy and the energy around you is super simple. Just go ahead and think of a couple things that you're grateful for. Whatever it is you're grateful for. And then go ahead, and if you haven't hit that like button already, please do. And then hit that live chat button, and in the chat, add anything that you're grateful for. Go ahead and share whatever you feel comfortable sharing in such a public venue. And after I explain all the Reiki stuff, we're going to get into the healing. So thank you so much for being here. I deeply appreciate all of you that came in with requests and helped build the grid. I'm sorry we have to kind of move it along a little quicker tonight than other nights, but I'm so grateful all of you are here. So yeah, let's learn about what Reiki is. So again, my name is Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. I'm so glad to have you here with me today. If you'd like to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you'd like to schedule a one-on-one distance healing or tarot reading, or if you'd like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's listed in the description, as are all my social media and my email newsletter. So what is Reiki? Well, Reiki has become a catch-all term for energy healing in the West, but specifically I work with what's known as Usui Reiki. This method was founded by Mikao Usui in the early 1920s in Japan, at a time where teaching anything that could be misattributed to a religion, big consequences indeed. So this is a very spiritual technique, but it is also very secular. And I think that's why it suits us Westerners so well. So, sorry, I'm feeling that weather shift, and so my ears are popping. So, the understanding of what Reiki is at the foundation of Usui Reiki, for that we can look at Shintoism, the indigenous spirituality of Japan, in which everyone and everything is seen as interconnected. And it's thought that spirit, in this case, however you define it, supplies this beautiful soul-affirming energy. And that's basically what Reiki translates to, spiritually guided soul energy. And it's thought that this energy is already flowing through all of us, helping to support balance, healing, and daily resilience on the body, mind, and spirit. And so essentially what I'll be doing today is using Usui's techniques to connect to that energy that's already flowing through all of us and direct more of it to you, basically supporting your body, mind, and spirit to do all the things they already do to support you, even more. So during the session, you may feel some physical sensations, you may have some waves of emotions rise up or get released. Mentally, you may be able to think some things through that have been challenging. On a spiritual level, you may be able to get some clarity, some confirmation, even an intuition. You may also have a lovely healing nap. That's encouraged too. So the good thing to know is that to receive the Reiki, you don't have to do anything other than be open to it. And by being here, you already are. So good on you. Know that you don't have to focus on anything. You don't have to keep your mind silent. You can just be. I generally recommend that you get a seat or lay down anywhere that feels comfy. Cover or close your eyes and just allow yourself to receive. But you can also combine this time with anything that feels right, from a cup of tea to some yoga to journaling to playing some music, whatever feels right in this time. There is no wrong way to enjoy this time whatsoever. During the session, which by the way will last 25 minutes, I will turn the lights down. During the session, you'll notice that the lights move slowly and gently from one color to the next. At no point will they flash or strobe. And I will turn the music up so that you can enjoy our musical creator. Those of you who've been able to throw support towards the channel, that definitely helps me purchase music from an actual musician, which I'm so grateful to be able to do. So thank you. And if you want to learn more about her, she's linked at the bottom of the description. So you can go ahead and check out her channel and stream her music whenever you like. At the end of the session, you'll hear my voice come back in. I'll encourage you to take a deep breath in and out, slowly come back to your body. And at that time, I'll be able to re-engage with you in chat, answering any of your questions and helping to understand any of your experiences during this. So thank you again so much for being here. It really is an honor and a privilege to share this healing with all of you. I truly am grateful, and I really do love and enjoy doing this 5 times a week, same days, same times. I'm here. If you're new here, definitely consider subscribing with your notifications on, so this can be part of your regular self-care routine. Also, definitely consider liking the stream if you haven't already. And oh yeah, Reiki is not limited to the exact moment it happens. I, as a human, just like all the rest of us, I can only be in one place at one time, but Reiki is everywhere all the time. So whenever you're watching this, the healing will be there for you. And if ever you feel like you need some Reiki and I'm not live, check out the past healing live stream playlist. Pick any video that has a good colored grid on it, that's something that just resonates with you, and that'll be the perfect one. And you can enjoy some Reiki whenever it suits your schedule. So again, thank you so much for being here, and let's go ahead and take a closer look at that grid, tidy it all up, and get into the healing. Okay, cool. So we're almost there. So let's see. Oh, this is really beautiful. Well done, everyone. There we go. And we're almost there. This is coming together. Beautiful. Well done, everyone. Let's just go ahead and place, for the sake of balance. There we go. So everybody go ahead. Anytime during the Reiki, if you need to refocus, come back into centering, or if you get distracted, just take a deep breath in and out. You'll slowly sink right back in. And again, thank you for being here. I'll see y'all in 25 minutes. I invite you now to take a deep breath in and out. You might even hear Hattie purring. Thank you so much for being here. If you have any questions or anything to share, go ahead and use the chat. Oh, what a good girl, Hattie. Thank you. No, that's a big old cute little baby hug. Oh, Jen, your cats were curled up for a bit. You're welcome, Renee. Have a wonderful evening, Ninja4858, and all the best to you. I'm so sorry for your loss. You're welcome, Key. You're welcome, Allie. Your cat loved it too, Allie. You're so welcome, Becca. So my next streams are Friday night at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. East Coast US time. And as always, they go for about 2 hours, so pop in whenever. Awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here with an abundance of gratitude. Thank you all so much for being here. Lisa, you're so welcome. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care. I hope to see you again soon, and bye for now.